Hey everyone, this is Matthew Crassel here, and I want to welcome you all to a brand new cooking series of my own, which I call Cooking with Matty K. And I'm here and I'm going to be showing you guys the best recipe for cooking breaded chicken. Now, this is the prepping section now, so there's a few things we gotta look into. So, first off, you're also going to need 3 eggs. So I just got a brand new set of dozen eggs. And the most important is premium plus crackers, and salted tops is what I highly recommend. Before I do anything, I'm gonna actually get started with, I got my bread grinder here. I'm probably gonna start with probably half of this. Open it up. These can be awkward. And I crunch them as well as I can in here, and I keep doing that all the way through until I fill up the grinder. Yeah, if you see it better, yeah, there you go. Now this could be a little bit messy with all the crumbs, but that's okay. You can always clean it up later.
As you can see, my boyfriend is an amazing cook so far.
Yes. Yep. That's my boyfriend Adam, by the way.
Hi.
If you guys never met him before yet. Such a great guy.
I try.
He's my babe. And this is your first time trying it out.
Yeah, I've done camera work before, but I got in trouble for mostly aiming it at myself because hey, I look good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good start for now. So I fill it up, I just close it, make sure it's nice and tight. And this is gonna get a little noisy, so don't worry about that. Now you want to make sure it's really the crumbs are really tiny, but this still needs some more. So. Sometimes you're going to want to shake it a little bit.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah, sure enough. Alright, that looks pretty good. So I want to close up here. That is perfect, just what we need.
Looks kind of crummy.
Yep. Now I'm going to pour it into this bowl. Make sure all of it gets there as much as possible. And that should be enough. Enough breadcrumbs for 4 chicken thighs. Garlic powder.
That'll drive away a lot of the vampires.
Onion powder.
Ooh, we like that.
This can be a little awkward to come out, so just watch how much you put in. Okay. And then paprika.
Like from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I remember that series. I guess I'll just shake it around. It's not the most recommended way of doing it, but as long as it's mixing around and stuff like that.
Spin it right round, baby, right round.
Now, the 3 eggs.
Time to get cracking.
Yeah, so 3 eggs in this big bowl.
It's existential.
You got it. This used to be my favorite thing to do when I was little. Cracking eggs.
It's what the yokels do.
You're hilarious, baby.
Thanks.
And I love your commentary.
Thank you.
Okay, excellent. So we got our 3 eggs in. Just gonna quickly rinse my fingers here.
What the shell? Someone stop me.
Now, before I put the chicken thighs in the egg wash, because the reason I'm going to put the chicken in the egg wash is just so it can make the skin all crispy and crunchy, and that's what everybody likes, especially me. So now I'm going to, if you come close up, I'm going to whisk this. And want to make sure that if you had like a really dark yellowish egg, you're going to want to make sure that you remove that. So basically just like this is what we want. So I'll rinse this. So just before I get to the biggest part, you want to make sure you got your roasting pan ready right in front of you. And before you even put the chicken in the pan, use Pam Original Spray. So that way the chicken doesn't stick on once it's cooking, once you're finished. Because if you use it without Pam, it's going to be really hard to get the skin off. And you're going to have the roasting pan really dirty and it's going to be awkward to clean off. So I'm going to use this pan spray and spray all around. Now don't use too much because there's canola oil in this. And if you put too much, you're going to probably cause a fire. So you don't want to have that to happen. So yeah, this is perfect, just the right amount. Now here's the chicken thighs. So we got 4 in total. So I'm gonna pour this down here.
U.S. enter thighs.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's what the thighs are like, uncooked. So these are raw, so you don't want to eat them like this right now.
Look, they're all bloody.
Yeah, and that's fine. Now, come closer again. So I'm gonna spread this in the egg wash, so that's way it can get all crunchy. And here comes the messy part for me for my left finger. Now I want to make sure my fingers are dry, which they are, so that way it's not wet when I am in the actual breading mix to put it on the chicken. So I do it one at a time. So I'm gonna take one thigh and just let it come out a little bit.
Let it drip for uno minuto.
And put it there, and I do it face down first. So I start on the bottom. I put my little breading on here. Another thing that's also not a bad idea to put on is poultry seasoning, but I don't have it, so it can be fine without it. But it's more recommended though. And then I flip it, same thing again. I'm gonna put it on here and pat it down really good.
Camouflage.
Put it down here like that. Put a little more. Shake it off and then put it on the roasting pan. And continue with the same thing with the other 3. And this is a bigger one, so make sure there's a lot here. And you don't need too much of this. And yeah, this is what my dad has done for numerous years. And this is what my dad taught me. And I first did this dish in 2006 with my dad.
So you would have been about 8 at the time.
Yeah, I was just finished grade 2 at the time, just almost starting grade 3.
Nice.
That was how long I did this recipe.
Come on, education.
And my dad still does this to this day, so. And my dad never shared this with any of my other friends or nothing, so. This is quite interesting to make. And it surprises me that nobody I knew has done a breaded chicken like this. So this is why I've always wanted to share this with you all, because this is an impressive dinner dish that I'm going to share with my awesome boyfriend.
Oh.
One more to go. And make sure that your oven is prepped to, temperature is set to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. And these would be cooked for roughly between 35 to 40 minutes in the oven. Once that time has passed, and as long as it's nice and brownish on the top of the skin, that's usually meaning it's ready. And make sure that the meat's not bloody then you're good to go. You're ready to eat.
Shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Poor little failure.
Alright, so this is it. So just look around and make sure there's no other little skin parts you see. If there is, just sprinkle a little more on. Alright, so my oven is set to 425 degrees now. And even if it's not completely set to 425 yet, you can still put it in the oven beforehand. It'll still warm up right away. Just watch for the time. That's all I can say. Alright, so we're set here. Now, I'm going to go put this in the oven. Alright, and we'll go check on this in about 35 to 40 minutes. Alright, so about 35 to 40 minutes later, we're going to take these out of the oven. Have a look at this. That is it.
Damn, babe, those look good.
Yeah, so we'll just let it sit for a little bit, probably for 2 minutes. Okay. Let it cool down. And yeah, you're ready to eat my best breaded chicken that I've cooked for numerous years with my dad.
Can't wait for it.
Alright, so if you have any questions for me you want to ask about how you cook this awesome breaded chicken, let me know in the comments, and please be sure to subscribe to me. And I'll also have the link to my boyfriend Adam's YouTube channel as well. And stay tuned. I do have some awesome other videos I make as well, and I'm hoping to make a few more awesome cooking videos for you guys. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy!